Good.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey, going, people.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey guys.
If I want to
Start
record,
recording.
yeah, if I want to record, it shows I have to ask the host to give me permission. Is this someone out of this room?
That might be me since I joined first. Yeah. I'm giving you, I'll give everyone permission.
Okay. Real quick, is my audio okay? Is there an echo or something?
I hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
I can hear very well too.
Can you hear well? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm still not able to record. I should have permission already, right?
I'm not seeing an option on my end to give you permission to record.
But you are recording, right?
Yep, says it's recording, but we should have.
Everyone should be recording. That's the recommended part, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm doing it on my phone, so I'm just gonna record the screen with the phone.
Yeah, I mean that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so is everyone ready?
I'm trying to figure out the recording. But otherwise I'm ready. Okay, oh, I found it.
Okay.
Weird, I got Horst.
Yeah.
And you should be able to record. And Michael, you should be able to record. Or Matthias, you should be able to record. I can't. That's all it'll let me do.
It's still not working, but anyway, if you record it, I'm okay with that. Also not this Zoom Pro, but I mean I haven't recorded with Zoom yet.
작동이 안 되는. 하지만 어쨌든
I see a recording on my desktop. Is a red button on my desktop, and that is recording.
Okay. That's
I don't
good.
know if I am that one.
Nope.
But
okay, well.
And host, I don't know who is the host.
I am.
You are the host.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope it's recorded. Do you also see? Do you also
Yeah, Matthias,
see?
you should be able to record. But it looks like we have 2 of us recording now. So maybe 3 of us. So
I am recording, but from my phone, so.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, it always shows me this message that I have to ask for permission, but never mind. If we have 3 people recording, that's okay. So yeah, let's start, right?
And smile, please. It's a nice day.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting to be here.
Yeah, for me too. And I'm sure I will improve my English speaking.
Right, it's not only about voting, it's also about practicing.
Yes, it's a nice opportunity. Yeah, I know John, I think he came from Boyd.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to lead this session, but maybe one can do it better. And I don't know if it's necessary to introduce ourselves. We have 43 minutes.
Okay, let's go around and everyone gives a quick introduction and let everyone know if you are trying to move forward to the next round, if you're trying to get voted as a delegate. So let's start with Horst.
Okay. Also, I don't want to be elected. And about me, I'm living in Germany, near Cologne. And I'm since 2018 in EOS. And I think this is a great project. I also have mine in Boyd, as there were many teams. Yeah, and I am a satirist, and I wrote a little book, and there is a little chapter named Airdrop. It's a novel, a satirical novel. Literature has nothing with EOS development and software, but it's only mocking the fiat system. And there's a chapter, and that's a point about EOS. And I hope this Eden community will reach a lot of good things. Okay.
Cool. Should turn that into an NFT. My name's John. I'm a developer. I've built a few projects, contributed to a few projects, Boyd and EOS Power Up, people probably heard of. And I am looking to move forward to the next round, but I'm also looking to vote for someone who would be a good fit for the next round. So I'm kind of either or, depending on you know, everyone's pitches here. I might hear someone's pitch that's better than mine and vote for them. So.
Okay, yeah. I'm Matthias. I know John from Vigor.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
also a developer. I contributed a little bit where it was more debugging there. I'm working on 2 projects right now for EOS. One is a stock betting platform that is soon about to go live. And then the even more interesting project is a privacy token on EOS based on zero knowledge tech, which I also wrote a little pitch for. If you want, I wrote it down so it will be easier for me to introduce that. So I'm also looking, like John, I'm also looking to move forward. I mean, I'm looking for funding for the project, but I'm of course also willing to vote for someone if we can, agree on, maybe sharing the funds or whatever. So if you like, I will give a little introduction. So the token I'm creating right now is called the EOS token, which is about to launch soon. It will enable private and untraceable transactions on the EOS blockchain based on zero knowledge tech. I started working on this about half a year ago and post status updates about my progress in the EOS Telegram channel ever since. Since EOS, which was once the highest valued project in the EOS ecosystem, is not being developed anymore, I started my own privacy token project based on ZK Snarks, which is arguably the best technology for private transactions based on blockchains. In my opinion, the future of finance is DeFi, and the future of DeFi is private and fully anonymous. Nobody wants the whole world to be able to spy on their financial activities. In my opinion, privacy is absolutely necessary for DeFi to succeed in the long run. And my vision is to create protocols and tools to make this future of private DeFi a reality on EOS. The first steps toward this goal is to enable private and untraceable transactions, which I have almost fully developed by now. Using state-of-the-art zero technology tech, developed by the Zcash community and ported to an EOS smart contract utilizing the services of the DApp network. I expect the first private transaction on the EOS testnet until the end of this month, maybe early November. The next step after that is version 2. And for version 2, EOS will enable private transactions for all tokens and assets on the EOS blockchain, including NFTs. Private NFT transactions would have never been possible with the PIOS UTXO model, since it's based on the Monero approach, which uses ring signatures and therefore need multiple inputs, which is impossible with NFTs. However, ZK Snarks enable this possibility for NFTs. Furthermore, version 2 of EOS will enable, for instance, private Bitcoin and Ethereum transactions on EOS using the P tokens. So EOS would not only scale Ethereum and Bitcoin, but also enable private, feeless, and instant transactions for those coins. Those private transactions of any asset on EOS will be possible without any modification of existing token contracts on the EOS mainnet, but only be possible using the contract I develop. So no modifications are possible. It will be enabled for all other token contracts automatically, basically. Also with version 2.0, the tokenomics of the EOS token will evolve to those of the Haven protocol, which you might have heard of. It enables private offshore banking on EOS. This means fully anonymous creation of synthetic assets within your own EOS wallet. So you can convert a EOS token into derivative tokens that could represent fiat currencies, stocks, or precious metals. Basically anything you can find a reliable price oracle for. The original Haven protocol is also based on the Monero approach, and the way I will implement it on EOS will improve the protocol because I will use zero knowledge tech. And of course, it will come with all the benefits of the EOS blockchain, like instant transaction, basically, and all that cool stuff we love about EOS. And then after
hey Matthias, let's let everyone do an intro before we go too deep in everything.
So yeah, this is what I'm doing.
All right, who's next?
I can see Oscar again. I can see only
Oscar, JK.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hello. I will keep it short. My name is JK, Korean Biz, and I'm active in promoting EOS. I'd like to hear your opinions and vote. It's been 4 years since EOS order. I love EOS. Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right, Oscar.
A question. Oscar, do you want to be elected for the next round?
Looks like he might be having connectivity problems. He's been dropping off and coming back a few times. But we can go ahead. We got 25 minutes. So I think, oh, here he is. Oscar.
Maybe you can introduce yourself and then we'll see.
Don't we have a chat here as well? Maybe he's...
Yeah, someone want to message him. Okay, well, I guess what I wanted to say was, based on the budget of Eden this round, I don't think that Eden should be funding projects, funding big projects. Maybe something very small. Something like what we did last round, like EOS Power Up, where it was just like a Telegram bot. It's easy and public. For anything larger at this stage, I think that Pomelo is a better fit for funding those kinds of projects. And I'm more interested in getting the right people to the top of Eden that can then delegate the funds to projects, as opposed to getting project leaders to the top of Eden, because the project leaders really would rather be building than doing the things that the Eden delegates have been doing. Chris and the other delegates have been doing these weekly calls and everything, and it's very time intensive to do all that. But I think it's really important to see them doing that. So that's why I don't want to be elected to the top of Eden. But I want to, try and get the right people up there. So that's why I'm participating. And that's the only reason that I would move forward to the next round as well, is just to help make the right vote in the next round. So I think the EOS private tech stuff sounds awesome. I love it. It's a great idea. I think it's kind of like there was a lot of attention on EOS. A lot of people wanted that a lot. So you kind of already have a community built in. I think if you put that on, Pomelo, it'll have a lot of interest. But funding it through Eden at this stage, there's just not enough funding to really make an impact for a ambitious project like that. So maybe they could help. Maybe Eden could help with promotion or something like that. Maybe, you could use Eden members as early beta testers or something like that. That would be cool. So
yeah.
those are kind of my thoughts.
I see a problem that we need developer, and we need to help them, because I think it's like Matthias project, and yes, we need depths. I think they are very important for EOS, and this point must be also agreed. Maybe we can help to keep the developers here, but very good developers are leaving EOS. I don't know if Eden has enough funds for Matthias project. Yeah? You seem to know that much better as I. John, you are also very involved in all those kind of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think because it's only 5% per month, it would take many months to scale up to get enough funding to really make an impact for a ambitious project, in my opinion. So, but there's like easy wins, like EOS support and like EOS Bs, where it's just kind of like marketing, promotion, support. It's kind of like, to me, I think we should try and fund those types of initiatives. And also, like, when Pomelo goes live, the delegates might put their funds into Pomelo as matching funds, so we can multiply, the donations of the individuals and things like that. So
I can agree. It's okay what you say, but I would ask you, if you will be elected, have you an idea how to get our developers on EOS, because they are gone? I think a lot of them have quit this wonderful project, and it's beautiful, EOS, but we need developer, and they need to be founded. Have you an idea how this will work?
I mean, a large part of it, maybe half of it, is funding. Just lack of funding is a huge problem. and the other half is like morale and the ecosystem and the social issues and things like that. So EOS support and like EOSBs can kind of help to repair the social perception a little bit of EOS. I mean, it's going to take a lot of time and energy to do that, but that's a step in the right direction. And in terms of funding, I think Pomelo and the EOS Foundation are going to make a big impact there. And I think the role of Eden is going to be to coordinate everything, coordinate the community and give the community a voice. And I think that's going to be really important. And eventually, I think Eden will have its own internal projects like Violet Garden, the social media project that's like for Eden members. Like we'll have more and more of this kind of Eden specific projects. And Eden will grow its treasury more and more, and Eden will be able to fund larger projects as well, you know. But probably not at this time.
Yeah, I think it's good to promote and let people know about Eden and about EOS, and the bees are a good idea. We should then have funds to pay for the bees. I think they will need for marketing. It's very important. Some of us in Germany have begun to translate Dan's book, More Equal Animals. And yeah, do you think we could be founded for this project?
Yeah, I think that's I think absolutely you should talk to the delegates and get some funding for that. That's a great example of something that Eden could easily fund.
Yeah, you will be at this moment, you will be a delegate. At this moment, I think I will elect you when you can speak about. Also, the German community needs to read Dan's book, and it's also for the mass adoption very important. Not only people who are involved in crypto, people who are interested in social problems and governance. They could learn a lot reading Dan's book. I think you get what I want to say.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah, so John, if you make it to the next round, so if I got you right, what you are doing with what you would do with the funds is basically support the EOSBs, or what it is called.
Yeah, so probably I would send the funds to EOSBs and EOS support, like 50-50, something like that. Or I would send the funds to the head delegates and let them decide. I would just add my funds to the pool. Because that's all I really have time for, to be honest. So I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to figure out where to put the funds. And I trust if I think that, the head delegates are going to be trustworthy, right? So I'll feel comfortable delegating my funding to them. But Jesse, from EOSBs, I've been talking with him. So I don't mind sending him the funds directly for that as well. So, but yeah, that's kind of my idea.
Yeah. In the beginning, you said you also have something in mind, but this is what you're.
Can you repeat that?
Now, at the beginning, you said you have something and a little idea you would like to pitch. I was just curious what that is.
Oh,
what you just.
Well, I mean, I have ideas for things that I want to build to help improve EOS. And I have a lot of ideas. I just don't, I'm prioritizing other things, so I don't have time. So in order to build any of my ideas, I'd be outsourcing them, which would increase the cost. And that's why I don't think that on the Eden budget, it's a good idea to try and fund those things, because the outsourcing is going to increase the cost to build them. But my ideas would be a resource provider registry, which is basically like gray mass fuel, except anyone can provide resources to your wallet. So you go to sign a transaction and there would be a marketplace of providers that would provide CPU, net, and RAM for that transaction. And they might be like, you know, join our email list and you'll get an extra 10 transactions or something like that. So create a marketplace, you know, for resources, and so that everyone isn't relying on just gray mass free transactions. And it would be built on the gray mass tech that they've already built. That's one idea. Another idea is EOS account.io, where you could easily create an EOS account by sending a transaction from any exchange. And also you would be able to create a voucher link. So you would basically pre-fund a new account and send someone a link for them to be able to claim it. So that's another idea that I had. And yeah, those are my primary ideas that I've been thinking about recently.
About how many funds are we talking about on the first round here? Because I didn't do the math. Is the whole, is everything that the EOS Foundation put into this pot being distributed during this election? I mean, how much was it? Like 200,000?
It's 5% per of the bucket per month, per round, or per level.
But how much is this on the first level? I mean, are we just approximately, are we talking about 100 EOS or 10 EOS or 1,000 EOS?
I believe it's around 200 EOS per month for the first round delegates.
Okay. So 200 EOS is actually quite nice already to have that for me as funding for what I'm doing, because I'm really looking to be able to work full time, but I need funding. I agree that Pomelo will come soon. I think until the end of the year. But I'm just wondering is what is our group going to do with the funds? I mean, you, John, said you would pass it on to someone else, just because as a delegate you don't have time to be involved in Eden governance stuff. Do you have any idea especially for the first level delegates? I mean, are there any more obligations than just what you agreed as a group upon during this talk now? I mean,
they're not officially, but I would say that I would vote you forward if you agreed to spend the funds in a transparent way. So to make a report, you know, each month, or do a video update, or because they do these weekly updates, the head delegates do. So maybe join in those calls or something like that. Because I think it's important. It's important that we hold the delegates to a higher standard, you know? So it's like, that's part of the responsibility. You're receiving community funds, so you're going to update us on your progress and how the funds are being spent, etc. Okay, so I just got an estimate here. So the first level is going to be about 140 EOS per month, and the next level will be 900. The chief delegates will get 940 a month, and then the head is going to get about 5,300 per month.
Do you have a team, Matthias? You can do all this work alone. if you have a
Yes.
team for your project.
I don't have a team. I'm working alone on this, but it's a good one-man project. I mean, I'm used to work alone. The only thing I would maybe use some help for is front-end development, because it's not my passion. So for what I'm doing, I also need some wallet, some front-end development. I mean, my long-term goal is to having this integrated by existing wallets, because I don't see the point in developing just another wallet for EOS. There are already great wallets who could integrate with my smart contract. But so far, it's just me. I mean, I'm open. Yeah, I mean, I was, of course, I'm waiting for Pomelo, because this is actually the better platform. Yeah, I totally agree with that, with John.
Yeah.
About that. I mean, and I'm just curious, you know, the thing is, I haven't had that much time over the last weeks to check what EOSBs are doing, but I really like the idea, because this is really what EOS needs. So I'm totally in favor of, you know, giving the funds to some marketing stuff, you know, which Eden is probably better, you know, used for.
I like I like the idea of you using the Eden funds, or you receiving some funds from Eden for Zeos, even if it's just a symbolic amount, because it shows that EOS is helping to fund these small one-person type projects that I think will be successful and have, you know, lots of interest. You could put the Eden logo on your website. I like when I got funded on EOS Power Up, I put the Eden logo on EOS Power Up, so it helps to raise awareness of Eden, right? So,
yeah. I mean, one thing what the funds would really help me with. So my contract I have to deploy is around 2.5 megabytes of RAM. That is around $500 at the current RAM price. That would already help me a lot. Yeah, if I can just deploy it already, you know, these are $500. I don't need to spend myself now, but I could get from this Eden funds, and then the rest I would just give to any other project we agree on, like EOSBs or something. So not as a salary, but, you know, just in order for me to be able to, you know, buy the RAM that I need for this contract.
Sure.
It's pretty big, because I have a lot of libraries compiled into that. So.
Yeah, I mean, likewise, if I was elected to go forward, I could suggest your project for funding, or I could send, you know, a portion of what I receive to Zeos as funding. But I would actually, because the head chief is going to have, you know, a good amount of EOS to delegate out, so I would actually talk to them and be like, hey, you know, set aside 10% for this project, something like that. So yeah, that's what I would do.
That would be great. If you would do that, you have my vote. Because I'm also not necessarily looking forward to be a delegate or something. It's really just about funding. Yeah.
I'm also not looking forward to it, but I kind of I fall into the position, it seems like, out of sheer enthusiasm.
I mean, the thing is, you are very well known, John, better than me, and having you as a delegate moving forward for this group, I would really like that, to be honest. And, you know, if you would, you know, what we just talked about, if it's just a symbolic amount that would help me, you know, to get the contract up, and that would be great. Yeah.
Okay, I'm down with that. So I'm just taking notes so that I don't forget in the next round, you know, and then I'm going to help Zeos from Matthias, and funding the German translation of More Equal Animals. That sounds like an easy win. Does anyone else have any requests, things that they would like to have funded? It looks like Oscar likes the EOS support and EOSBs. JK, did you have any things that you wanted to fund?
Can I just say one word? As a Korean EOS Peace member, I am promoting it. And if you look at my hidden information, there is a Twitter. if I tell you something about EOS, can you retrieve? A small pulse becomes a greater pulse for EOS. Funding.
Yeah, well, the EOSBs are there to help spread the word. So
I'm EOSB member. I'm promoting team.
Great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Are you is there a Korean hive in EOSBs? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you talked with Jesse?
Jesse. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesse's hive.
The queen, right?
Yeah. I'm Scar.
Yeah, seems we have 3 minutes and 70.
So I don't know. Is anyone in touch with Oscar right now, or knows what
He's messaging in the chat.
Also,
Yeah, so
okay.
we have about 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and vote for myself. Everyone cast your vote.
Yeah. All right.
It's pretty cool. I like the interface that they've done a good job with the Eden interface.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's much better than the spreadsheet we used last time during the trial election.
It's easy to use.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
all right, we got
luck, in the next round.
Yeah.
How many rounds? How many rounds are there? Is it just like, because in the overview it just said there's this level and then just one other level, and then it says something of like randomly select a leader or something, or what was it? Or
basically the next round will elect the head chiefs, and then from those head chiefs, I think there will be maybe 4 or 5 of them. One of those will be randomly selected as the absolute. I forget the nomenclature now. The head chief. This. Let's see. Their nomenclature is chief delegate. That's what it's called. And then the sortition winner, aka the head chief. So I'm going, yeah. So the next level is called the first level. So that's where I'm going next, if you guys vote me in.
Yeah, I just voted for you. Yeah. And already say thank you to all of you. It was fun. First time for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to any of the mock elections because it was always in the middle of the night where I live. And I don't know, I never made it really, but I'm really happy to have attended this time.
Yeah. Great job, everyone, for showing up. That's important.
Thank you very much. It was very nice. I was very proud to know you, and congratulations, John.
Thanks. I only see 2 votes in the dashboard. Is everyone okay with their votes?
I have voted for you.
I see your vote.
Okay.
I don't see a vote from Oscar, JK, or Horst.
I have already voted. It's a blue check here.
It should be gray, I guess. If it's, did you sign the?
Did you get a pop-up from Anchor?
Right.
Not yet, no. It's not yet.
Okay, I think you'll have 10 minutes after this call ends.
But this doesn't react in moment. Clicking on this button.
Yeah, if the
there's a problem with my computer, I'm going to reboot. Okay, my Anchor problem.
Yeah, I will reboot Anchor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to reboot.
Yeah.